Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my third update for my Pan That palette for 2024. So I am doing the Fantastic Ladies project, which is the fun size palette, and I've kind of broadened it to face palettes as well as eyeshadow palettes. I did not do an update last month, so that's why this is my third, even though my project pan is at my fourth. We're kind of out of sync a little. Last month there just really wasn't a whole lot to update, and you know, we started off a little rough this year anyway, so I decided to skip it, and hopefully it's a better update this time, which I think it is. I think we got some stuff to share. Let's start off with our face palette. So the first one is the Charlotte Tilbury palette in the Dolce Vita. I don't know what the new name of this is. I need to look it up. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it on screen here. You kind of can see it. We're definitely getting dip. I can't remember. I think I said last time I filmed this, oh, I'll definitely have pan on this in like the next update or next two updates. Well, no, we're not there yet, but I feel like I'm close. I did neglect this for a while. I did neglect this whole project for a while and just worked on other stuff. So that's why this one's kind of a little slower than other stuff, but I'm kind of picking it back up again. This one is definitely seeing a dip, and I am getting a little bit more use out of the brown, kind of again, getting back into using the brown. I get a little nervous, like I look at a brown like this in the pan and I'm like, oh, it's just too dark for day to day. But once I put it on, I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. Plus I can actually sheer it out. Like it's one of those ones that's it's not too pigmented. You can sheer it out. But yeah, I think the goal is still to finish this. I think I can finish this one. And then this one again, I would like to hit pan, and then we're done with this palette. I might play with this one a little bit here and there. I don't like this, the gold, the shimmery stuff. It's no good in this palette, so we're just going to avoid that. Again, not sure the side-by-side will really show anything. I wonder, can I show this on an angle? Does that look like any pan to you? Can you see that? Probably not. I feel like you can't. I can see it in person, but unfortunately you can't see it on camera, and I don't think the side-by-side photo will show anything, but we're moving along. The weights are changing on this, so ever so slightly, but they're still moving. Last month this was 53.98 grams. It's now 53.84 grams. That's a difference of 0.14 grams. The other palette that I'm playing with is the I'm Me Multi-Cube, and this is in Sweet Pink. And again, just focusing on primarily like kind of kitty corner again. This way, this shade and this shade. I think you can kind of see the dip in this one. You can see a bit of a shadow there. So there's definitely movement on this one. Again, it's hard to tell. I don't know how deep these are. This one has a dip, but I don't feel close to pan, but I could be totally wrong on that. We'll find out. This one feels a little bit like a mystery to me. And then this one, like, the shiny pink, like I kind of scrape it, so it's not, I don't use a brush, so I don't think it'll hit pan the same way. It'll be, again, kind of a surprise pan when I hit pan on that one. I was wearing this palette, it was the exclusive palette. I was using all four shades in my Project Pan update number 4. So that's what that palette looks like. And again, I talked about, to get this sort of really blingy on the eyes, I use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. If I want it to be a bit more sheer, I just go in like, you know, normal basically, because that's what it looks like, a little bit more sheer. Like you can barely, it really is a barely there glitter, but I take like a little spatula, scrape a little bit off, really pat it on to get some real depth and shimmer if I really want to make that bling bling. So last update, that palette was 30.89 grams. It's now 30.74 grams. That's a difference of 0.15 grams. And then just to make this more fun and challenging, I did add some face palettes. These have been slow going. Thanks for joining us, Eeyore. I got some real side eye there. He's not thrilled with me this morning. He had to have a bath because he rolled in something stinky. I think it was bird poop. So first up, we'll go with the, I'm using, where am I? What planet am I on? Back to makeup. I'm using these face palettes from the Color Workshop. Again, that like Walmart brand, drugstore, super cheap stuff you get at Christmas time. And this is the bronzer quad. Barely use this. I will full on admit I keep barely using this. I've been focusing on other stuff, focusing on the Tower 28 bronzer. Then I focus on my Too Faced one next. That's sort of second, and then this one. So this guy's had barely any use on it. I am actually wearing it today. It is fairly, like, it's not too dark. I just take a brush and just swirl the whole thing because I don't like any particular shade in this over any of the others. I kind of like it just all swirled together. So last update, this was 24.19 grams. It's 24.17 grams. That's a teeny tiny difference of 0.02 grams. So that one's been kind of slow going. The next one is the blush one. And again, I want to focus on this one a little bit more over the next month or two because it's very spring-like. Sorry, I am a little bit washed out. The lighting today, like I can't get it right. It's kind of cloudy. It started raining there for a little bit, but then the sun came out. So like the weather doesn't know what it's doing today. That's a little bit better. I can't see Eeyore as good, but this palette is very like peachy pink. It is the blush I am wearing today. I applied it like twice. Like I applied it and then went over it again just to really give me some more depth because it is a fairly bright pale. Like this one's very bright and pale. This one definitely has a bit more punch to it. I don't use this one a whole lot. I kind of just swirl these two together. But yeah, I've been kind of using this a little bit more, kind of trying to pick this pace up, but still been pretty slow. Again, as of today, because from a weight perspective, last update, this was 22.27 grams. It's now 22.11 grams. That's a difference of, oh, wait, maybe we're a little bit more there. I read the numbers. I've read all these numbers wrong because I had them blocked off. So again, weight difference on this one, not a whole lot. Last month it was 22.02 grams. Now it's an even 22 grams, a difference of 0.02 grams, but I did weigh it before I applied it today. So we've definitely used it since. So again, I kind of want to focus. This is more of a focus product for me for the next at least month. I was focusing on the Tarte blush a little bit more, and my I was really enjoying playing with my Partners in Cream blushes, so this one just kind of fell by the wayside. I kind of forgot about it, but I want to get back into I want to focus on that one. And the other product I have focused on, I've talked about this since the beginning, I've really, for some reason, gravitated towards this particular quad. It is what they call the Illuminate quad. It's basically the highlight quad. And my friends, we have Pan. We have Pan. It's teeny tiny. Hopefully you can see it. It's in the corner here. Right there. Right in there. There's actually two pans. There's actually two little tiny pans. So, yeah, these are clearly very shallow pans. These products should not be taking me very long to use. I use like a highlight, like a more of a tapered brush. That's how I get into this tiny square here. And it is actually not the highlight that I'm wearing. It's the highlight. No, not. I'm wearing my Project Pan highlight. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. I just hit pan yesterday on that, and I took a picture of it when it was like the one dot. That's a dot. That's a pan. So really happy about that. And it's kind of giving me a little bit of more motivation to start. Let's start digging into these. I can definitely make more movement on them if I start focusing on them, and they shouldn't be hard once I start doing that. So yeah, I'm really, really happy about that. Definitely getting some movement on that little, they call the Illuminate quad. So last month this was 23.89 grams. It's now 23.68 grams. That's a difference of 0.21 grams, like 10 times more use on this compared to both of these. But, you know, we're still moving along. Progress is progress. I've said this in a lot of other updates where, you know, sometimes I get a little frustrated with myself because things are going slow. I watch other people's Project Pans and they're moving fast. I kind of like waver. Like I watch people's Project Pans and I feel like sometimes I feel inspired and it gets me like, you know, grounded again to like start working on Project Pan stuff. And then sometimes I watch people's Project Pan stuff and I'm like, why do I suck at this? And it's very discouraging because I don't know how they move through things so fast. Like I really don't. I wear a full face of makeup pretty much every day, all the time. Some days I wear like 2 full faces of makeup because, well, maybe not full 2, but like 1.5. Because like when I come home, I might reapply some stuff or fix some stuff up or touch some stuff up or change my eyeshadow or put a different lip on. And I still can't move through things the way other people do. I think I'm fairly light-handed with my makeup, and I think I realized I am very light-handed with my lip balm because I've been becoming a little less light-handed with that. I'm like, oh, I think this is how regular people use lip balm because my lips have been kind of dry lately, especially when I was sick there. So anyway, that's a bit of a tangent, but yeah, I feel pretty good about this update. I feel like we're getting a little back on track with this project. It did kind of took a back seat for a little while there. We kind of slowed down on it, but I'm ready to pick it back up again. And again, these guys have been moving along just fine. I've been playing with these fairly regularly here and there, and then same with this, but want to definitely get back into using those other 2 face palettes because I want next update to really have better movement. I think we can do better, guys. We can do a better job next update. So if you like this video, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.